Whether you are a casual player or someone who plays Roblox to make a living, one thing everyone wants on the platform is Robux. Everyone is able to get Robux for themselves through financial means. So, what are the other ways that you can make Robux? Well, that's through the very popular genre of donation games on Roblox. And in today's video, we'll be going over the top donation games and how players feel about them and how they work. If you like my videos, then make sure you subscribe and like and comment below because I only do this for you guys. So, with that being said, let us jump into the first game. So, obviously, the first game we have to start off with is Please Donate. This is, without a doubt, the biggest donate game on Roblox with 3.5 billion views and, as of recording, nearly 22,000 players at that time playing. This is the game that truly pioneered donation games on Roblox, and it's a very simple concept. Again, the server is claim an available booth and have game passes available, and people can donate to you, such as vice versa, you can donate to other people. And as you can tell from my screen, I play this game a lot, enough to even have VIP. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us enter a VIP server so that we can talk to those that are also dedicated to this game.
A few moments later.
So now that I have found the VIP server that I want to talk to somebody in, let's find someone who looks available and that I can talk to try and get an interview from them.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for
A
the
bit of laundry
fakeness.
though. In the corner of my eye, I spotted this player over here named Ash. She did have voice chat, but she was still able to hear me, so I communicated with her through my voice chat and she would just type back her responses. The very first question I had for her was, what does she like about Please Donate that separates it from other games? And her response to that question was that for the most part, people are actually nice within this game. But as I'm literally trying to talk to her, this one dude would not stop butting in. Yeah, I think definitely whenever I was first getting into But essentially, my second question to her was, what were any problems that were happening within the game? And essentially, her problem is that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. We both agree that no one is telling you you have to donate to everybody or those that you are not familiar with, but there is definitely a bias that happens in Please Donate. After deciding that it would be better if we moved away from where everyone was, my final question to her was if she had any tips for anyone who wanted to grow their donations on this game. She suggested showing off a talent, such as playing the piano or singing. Honestly, I have to agree with her with this because there have been times I've thrown some big donations to people just because they had a talent to display, because they were actually working for the Robux. Also, to address the elephant in the room when it comes to Please Donate, a lot of the servers are filled with bots. So the biggest advice that I can give to those that are going to play and Please Donate is if you are going to donate to people, please verify that the person behind the avatar is real. But if it is a mostly default profile server, then it's most likely a server full of bots, and every server has bots. So just be careful of who you are donating to. My final ranking for Please Donate is going to have to be an 8 out of 10. What makes the game not a 10 out of 10 would be the bot problem and the bias within the servers. Going on to our next game, we have Splinter Donations by the group with the same name. And this is another one, while small, I have been playing a lot of it the past few months. Concept is very similar to Please Donate, where you just got to find an empty booth that has not been claimed, claim it as yours, and you can donate to others or others can donate to you. But what makes this game different is that in the middle, there is a giant spinner that will randomize players from all of the servers that are active in the game and put them there at a chance of being on the big board for everyone to donate across all of the servers. Also, a simple server spinner so that everyone within the server that they're in have their own separate one from that. I've been playing this game a lot for the past few months, and it's very easy to build a community within this game since there is a smaller following for it. But now let's find some people to interview about their thoughts on the game. Over here were actually some of the top players in the server hanging out, and they were so kind to let me ask them a few questions. Before having come over, I had asked them the question of what got them into the game. And several of them mentioned that they had other friends or family that were playing this game, and that's what got them interested. And some of them have been playing for several years. Second question that I had asked them was, what is it about this game that they like that's different from the other donation games? And the response was very similar to the response from Please Donate, where the community is really what the best part of the game is. The people are typically really nice. I then proceeded to ask them if there were any changes they would like to see to the game, and honestly, there were almost no responses for that. Other than a minimal one, which I have to agree with, is that some of the sound effects can be quite loud and it can be disruptive for the gameplay. But really, compared to other problems such as within Please Donate, nothing could have been thought of with problems in the game. My final question for them was that if they had any tips for people who wanted to try out the game or are currently playing the game. And essentially, the collective advice for this was just to be nice and patient. Really try to get to learn those in the community and just be friendly with everyone because no one likes those who are begging for Robux. So, my final rating for spinner donations is going to be a 9 out of 10. Despite being a small community as of right now, I do think that, in my personal opinion, I do like going to this game more than Please Donate. What brings down the points though is the spamming of the notification system for donations and how that can really clog the chat. And other than that, though, I would definitely recommend this game to those, especially if they're wanting to look for a community. The third game we have up for review is Donate Spinner by Senseic. This is a game I only discovered basically just yesterday, but I do really like this game, and while it's definitely a good blend of Please Donate and Spinner donations, it still has its own unique concept. Whenever you click play, a booth is already given to you, and essentially, all you really have to do is wait for your turn as the spinner goes around. It's going to be completely randomized, and you do have a percent chance of when it could be your turn, and you can purchase a booster if you'd like for your next turn. But basically, it will just go around showing the different players in the lobby and giving you the chance to donate to them. When it came to the different types of groups I was interviewing for this video, this group was definitely the most interactive one. Of course, the very first question I asked them was what did they like about this donation game compared to the other ones on the market? And one thing that they liked is basically what the concept of the game is how there is a spinner and you are randomly selected and there's no bias. This is definitely a stark contrast compared to Please Donate, where one of the biggest problems was the bias in that game. And in regards to a problem that many had with the game, their problem was that it can often take some of them hours to even get picked. And keep in mind, this isn't a game that you can roam around and choose to donate to people. So if it's taking you at least an hour to get picked, you're basically wasting your time there. And lastly, I asked them if they had any advice, which of course is a bit of a strange question because regarding how you play this game, there's not much you can do, but their advice can be summed up to just be patient and have fun. And my final ranking for Donate Spinner will have to be a 7 out of 10. What makes it lose points for me personally is the fact that you can't roam around. And while there is a chance system with this game, some people are not being chosen for hours, and that's just quite unfair to the players. And the very last game we are going to be going over is Starving Artist. I love to draw, and I actually have never played this game before. I don't know why, I've always been drawn to the other ones, so this is actually my first time going into this game. This is actually such a fun concept for a donation game where you actually do have to do something to work up getting donations. To do a little time lapse of just a little silly quick drawing that I did.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate
Final
this,
product
I'll always
is
show
a
up.
simple sketch. And then once you're done with it, you get to name it, and boom, it's up on display for your set price. After doing this, because I was unfamiliar with the game, I just wanted to go walk around a little bit and see what all of the other players were creating. I tried reaching out to see if anyone was willing to chat with me, answer any of my questions, and I was simply ignored, to say the least.
Sir? Sir?
So, with no one willing to talk to me to give me their experience and thoughts, I'm gonna have to rate it simply off of my short lived experience in there. And honestly, I love the concept of it, especially because there were so many creative people in there. And I just think a donation game where you actually have to put effort into getting the donations is my favorite type. I definitely see myself going back there to appreciate other people's artwork and the effort and time that they're putting into it. So, my final ranking for this game will actually be a 10 out of 10 because I think it's the most creative way to do a donation game. Overall, here are my final thoughts on Roblox donation games. Really great way to make friends and, of course, earn Robux. You shouldn't be going into these games expecting that people are automatically going to donate to you just because you're in the game. And with these type of games, it really is better just to take your time to get to know the people who also play it. But of course, you got to get your money up as well. If you guys like this video and you want to see more from me, do make sure that you subscribe, like the video, and comment below your thoughts from the video. And if there are any other donation games that I missed that you would like to see me check out, do comment them below. Other than that, it's going to be Pixels out. Bye.